Tuesday afternoon, back again on the way to the Bellagio. Definitely gonna be a short session this time, and I mean it. I mean it this time. None of this, say it's gonna be a short session, then ends up being an 8-hour session. Not today, I mean it. We gotta keep it short today, because I gotta go do a couple things post-session, and I also have to share a bit of news with you guys. A little bit of excitement happening around here. But as for today, somewhat early start, but not super early. Yesterday was Boosie's birthday. Happy birthday, Boosie, right guys? So that was fun. Back to the grind today, but like I said, short session today. Tuesday, not exactly the busiest day in Las Vegas anyway. Tuesday afternoon, not the busiest time to be at the poker room, but there are 3 games going in the Bellagio. 3 5-10 games going. Did it, wrapping up the session. Extremely reasonable hour of 7:15 p.m. Not a.m., p.m. Pretty short session of 3 hours and 20 minutes or so. So it's occurred to me that we have yet to go to the Cosmopolitan together, which after 50 some vlogs, to never have made it to the Cosmopolitan yet, that's not right. We got to rectify that little situation. Seeing as we're in the neighborhood, Cosmopolitan, directly next door to the Bellagio, let's run over there real quick. Definitely one of my favorite properties in all of Las Vegas. And not only that, but easily some of the best cocktails to be found in the entire desert at the Cosmopolitan. We're going in this thing right here. There are 3.5 stories in this bar. All of them have a unique cocktail menu list, so there's plenty of cocktails to be explored and discovered in this Chandelier Bar thing, but we're gonna go to one of them. We don't have enough time to explore all of them today, unfortunately. All right, so this drink here is called the Verbena, and you see this little flower thing? This flower thing, this little bud, is called a Szechuan flower. The deal with this is that you bite this
and it does this thing to your mouth where it's like sort of a numbing sort of a sense, but also supposedly opening up your taste buds to give you a completely different sensation when you're having this cocktail. So I'm going in. It's really weird, and if I start talking really funny, don't be alarmed. It's just my mouth is completely numb / taste buds are wide open. Oh yeah. Oh, that's weird. Tongue is feeling it. It's happening. Things are happening right now. Tongue feels... The first time I ordered this cocktail, I didn't know that there was a special sort of effect that would happen when you bit into that little Szechuan flower bud thing. I just randomly bit into it, and this effect was going on, and I thought I might have done something wrong. I thought something bad was happening, but as it turns out, it's supposed to do this. There's no way for me to describe this to you without you actually coming to the Chandelier Bar, ordering the Verbena for yourself, biting into that little flower, and experiencing this yourself. So yeah, as mentioned, Chandelier Bar. There are 3 different levels to be discovered in this bar, and each bar has its own specialty cocktail menu. I recommend trying all the floors and as many cocktails as you can responsibly stomach. However many that happens to be for each individual human being out there watching this right now. So I was mostly card dead in that little session. I picked up some pocket pairs. I picked up 7s and 5s and 6s. I think 8s. Pretty much check folded on the flop. Folded to a C-bet, whatever. Picked up ace jack of spades, no love. Whiffed that flop. Ace 10 offsuit a couple times. Nothing happening there. I picked up pocket kings twice. The first time I put in a 3-bet pre-flop and took it down with no more action post-flop. The second hand was a little bit more interesting. So I opened up pocket kings to 30 from early middle position or under the gun +2, one of those, and only the button calls. So heads up to a flop of 5-3 deuce with 2 diamonds. I'm not positive, but I don't think I had the king of diamonds in this situation. So I put out a standard C-bet, I think $40, and my opponent makes it $140. I think pocket kings is just too good to fold here to a simple raise, but right away we know it's going to be a little bit tricky going forward because the board is pretty wet. And most Bellagio, good regs, most Bellagio players in the 5-10 games, they don't give up that easily to versus one call once they put in a raise on a wet board. So gonna have to see what develops here, but too good to fold at this point, so I call. Turn is an offsuit deuce, which pairs the board. So that's actually a really good card because it eliminates a lot of the potential sets that he could have flopped. Obviously, we could still be behind a fair number of hands. He could have easily flopped a straight with ace 4. I don't think 6-4 is going to be in that range too often, but you never know. So I check it over to him, and he continues. He bets $300. A little bit precarious of a spot. If he happened to flop 5s and 3s, we beat that hand now, but I don't know if he would continue betting in that situation. But pocket kings, once again, I think is just too good to fold and just give it up right away. Especially when the number of value hands is diminished with a board pairing turn card. Like I said, eliminates some of the combinations of sets that he could have flopped. So I'm not ready to give it up at this point. I make the call again, and we're off to a river card. River's on the favorable side of things, I would say. River is an offsuit king. At this point, I have about $900. I think we have pretty equal stacks, pretty close. So allowing him to keep his range completely wide, allow him to continue with all his bluffs as well as his value hands. I check it over to him one more time on the river, hoping that he puts out another bet, that he continues to tell his story with his bluffs, like I said, or we're going to get the money with the value hands if he did happen to flop a straight, or if he flopped a set and turned a boat, or quads. We're still losing the quads, but if he turned a boat, we're obviously getting the money from that hand. But I want to keep all his bluffs in there, so I check it over to him with that in mind. He thinks for a little bit, and good news is that he puts out the bet, and the bet is the maximum. Jams all in, we snap call. Turns out he has ace 8 of diamonds, so he flops really good equity. It's basically a coin flip on the flop.
but we get a super favorable run out because on that exact run out, I don't think I can just check fold at any point. When the board pairs on the turn, it's just too good of a card to fold, to check fold to. River's pretty straightforward. So we get the maximum on that hand, and really that's by far the most interesting hand that I played all session. So like I said, we were able to keep the session pretty short this time, 3 hours and 20 minutes, and book a profit of $1,030, $1,031. Always nice when you get some run good, especially when you're trying to keep it short, and nice when the run good comes quickly because games were looking so-so, pretty average I would say. Bunch of tough regs in there, as always, but things fell our way today. No complaints, and book a good win in a short session. Right, so I mentioned at the start of the vlog that had a little bit of a happening to announce, and taking a little bit of a trip this week. We're going on the road, and it's a little bit something different. Because for the first time ever, the vlog is going international. That's right, we're going worldwide. We're leaving Vegas, we're leaving the US just for a short trip. We'll be back in the States next week, but the next time you see me, I'll be getting on a plane. Obvious question is, where are we going? Where are you and I and all of us going to? So we got an invite. We got an invite to go check out a little poker festival happening in the beautiful city of Barcelona, Spain. That's right, this is happening, guys. We got an invite from 888 to come check out the event in Barcelona. They got a bunch of events going on throughout the calendar year, but this one is happening this weekend. So I'm not saying no. We're going European. We're leaving. We're adding a continent. We're checking off a continent to the locations, to the vlog locations. Super stoked. So that's why I had to keep the session super short. I really got to go back home, get packed. First, I got to edit this video, get this video uploaded, and then I got to pack up all my stuff, all my cameras. Got to pack up the drone, and then we got to get on a plane. So you're coming with me. You guys are coming with me. We're going to Barcelona. I don't know what to expect, really. My Spanish is not exactly fluent. I could say hola. I don't know how to say all in Spanish, but we're gonna have to learn. So this is happening, you guys. So another cheers might be in order. Cheers to going international. Thanks for being here, and can't wait to get there with you guys. If anyone out there is in Barcelona and lives in Barcelona, come stop by the Casino Barcelona. I'll be there for sure on Saturday. After that, who knows? But if any of you fine folks happen to live in Barcelona, drop me a message either here on YouTube or on Twitter or Instagram, any of the above. Next time you see me, we'll be getting on a plane, and then we're off to Spain.